Hello, everybody. It's Honey Lou. Welcome. So this is my end of April video sharing my books and the decks that I've been working with in April. So the first one I'm going to show is the Voyager Tarot. I'm doing my second study on this book and deck. It's amazing. This is a book that I will always reference probably for the rest of my life. It's one of my most favorite books that I've read regarding tarot. And if you want a good study deck, this is a good one. And also, if you're like me that loves collage and you're drawn to collage, but you struggle with reading with collages, I feel like this is a great book and deck. Like, it's a great gateway into kind of looking at collage in a different way and trying to understand it and like reading with it more intuitively. Um, I don't know why, but the first time I read this, I don't think I've ever noticed that James Wallace gives you the visuals. So right here it says volcano, breakthrough. Let's just do this. So let me look at the Three of Cups. Or three over here. So it's love. So right there it shows a receiving cup. There's a receiving cup there. There's a pouring cup right there. You see it pouring flowers, so it's like give love. Pour out your love to things or pour out your love to people. And then it has like the flower that kind of signifies beauty. You are beauty. There's a waterfall there, right there. There's like fishes. There's a full cup. Yeah, so he goes all the way down to evolved, unevolved, astrology, alchemy, time, geomancy, and then shamanism, aura, and whatever that word is. So yeah, let's just look at some of the cards. But I've been really enjoying this, and yeah, I've been having a lot of aha moments with it. So I think it's cool because I feel like it's kind of cool when you're able to kind of acknowledge when you level up in your tarot practice or just your tarot journey in general. Like you just feel like, whoa, like you kind of look back and you're like, wow, I've learned a lot. Like, wow, I finally get that. That's kind of cool. So I feel like I've been having a lot of aha moments, which is great. Well, I guess spring is kind of like the new year, right? So I kind of feel like there's a lot of new beginnings, and I don't know, I just feel a lot more confident in my studies and how much I've learned. And like this deck looks really crazy at first, but once you get to know it, it's not that crazy. Like it looks a lot toned down to me. It doesn't look super crazy or um yeah, I love this deck now. And this is the mass market one. I love the mass market one over the vintage. Just saying, just because it's more colorful and more vibrant. And I'm excited to get a backup copy of it. Okay, so last video I posted that I was not buying any decks for a few months because I'm saving money for Salem, Massachusetts. And you guys reached out to me, which I feel very, very thankful and very, very blessed because I am getting one of my unicorn decks and it's still coming in the mail. I'm getting two unicorn decks from a few friends, and then I did some trades. A friend of mine sent me a book to read and also offered a deck. So I feel very, very blessed. Thank you guys so much. You guys must have knew that I wanted some decks, but I love it. I love you guys. It's so cool. But I've been really enjoying this moment with you girls. Um, and yeah, another one, a friend. I never asked if I could say her name, so I'm not going to, but she asked if I could sell her decks for her, and that's helping me out a lot. And also, I was able to pick up and see some decks that I have never seen before. And then she gifted me some decks. Let me just do this one first. So this is one of those decks that I've always wanted. This is the Spring Sevilla by Tarot Collectibles. This is my second Sevilla deck that I've ever owned. And the first time I've ever seen this deck was it was on Martin's Instagram. They were doing that Sevilla challenge. And it was kind of like a slow burn. Like I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then later on I was like, oh, I really want this deck. I still use my Menelago one all the time. I love that one. And but it's nice to have like a very clean one. I like that it's a very thick cardstock. Um, I don't really like small decks when they're like thin cardstock 'cause it's kind of like hard to work with if it's like this and you know you're like going like this. I feel like that's not helpful at all. So I like that this is thicker cardstocks. I love the backs and I think it's like the perfect time to get this deck. Totally recommend it. The Little White Book is amazing too. Okay, and then another one. This was the first deck that I opened out of the packages she sent me. And this is the Miniachi. This is by Menelago. Did I say that right? Menelago. Um, and usually when I get into deck, like I want to feel fireworks and I want to feel spark. And this deck, as soon as I opened it up, I felt all the feels. I think it's very rare to find a deck that you love everything about it. These are the backs. I like that it's not reversible because sometimes it's kind of hard to figure out like if a pip is reversed with the wands and the swords. But this deck is stunning. I love the cross hatching line work. It's so beautiful. And I went on like this huge obsession of looking at other Miniachi decks. And there's like a whole Miniachi world out there that I did not even know about. Um, but let me just show, like, look how beautiful that is. It's so simple, but it's perfect. This is like so pleasing to look at. I don't know if they call it urns or chalices or cups. This has 97 cards. They have astrology, so this is Pisces. They have the virtues and they have the earth sign or the elements. But yeah, I think like you can kind of tell like the differences between vintage line work over modern. So modern is just like the black line where it's very kind of like spacious, but this adds more depth to me and it makes it more interesting. Like the LJJ Swiss, the Void. I think I mentioned that already. I love this card. It reminds me of my son Leon. I could see him looking like this because it reminds me of his dad. And like this is beautiful. It's so simple, but beautiful. I would love to get the more colorful red Miniachi someday, but I don't want to get it because I don't want to spoil this deck yet. I love this Leo. And it's kind of quirky too. There are some indie creators that made Miniachi decks that I would love to get as well eventually, but I am going to just enjoy this. I feel like I got this deck and I feel like I got it at the right time and it was meant to come to me at this time. So I get to enjoy it. I love it. Like these pips are gorgeous. It's so soft to look at. This is Prudence. I love this Two of Cups. Like, look how pretty. It's just so simple. This Gemini card is gorgeous. It's one of my favorite cards in the deck. Five of Cups, Cancer. This is another favorite card of mine. It's so pretty with the colors. I love the color palette. Scorpio. I love that porcupine. This is another favorite, the Capricorn. Super cute. She's another favorite. This is the Queen of Swords. Like, look at the beautiful faces. That was the first thing I noticed in this deck. I was like, wow, the beautiful faces. And I have a thing for beautiful faces. I'm not going to lie. I do like to see beautifulness. I do like to see diversity, but I like it to be beautiful. Like it's art. I want to see something at least interesting to look at, you know? This is another favorite card of mine. Queen of Pentacles. That's my court card. I love the colors in this card. This one too. It's very soft. It's beautiful. Love it, love it. And I'm excited because, I don't know, I've bought in different Manila Go decks, and I've never felt like I kind of lost interest in them. So I probably would have never picked this up ever. Although I did have a curiosity for it in the past. So I love it. I love it. Another deck that I got from my friend is the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti. I actually had this listed and I actually took it off. So I've always wanted a Ciro Marchetti deck and I didn't really know which one to get. And the first one that I got was the Marchetti Tarot. It was the indie version with the pink gilding and it was glossy, thick cardstock. I thought it was beautiful and all, but I just didn't think I was going to use it. And I don't know, I didn't like the cardstock either. I would totally recommend, this is a vintage copy. So this is like 2013 or something. I know this is not the first edition, but it's the one after. I don't know what it was, but if you could ever get yourself a copy of a indie Ciro Marchetti on the thin cardstock, I would highly recommend it. But this deck actually gave me sparks too when I first opened it. I was like, oh, this is nice. But I was kind of like, oh, no, maybe I won't like it because I didn't do so well with the first Marchetti deck that I owned. And so I just kind of put it back and I was like, oh, we'll just sell it, you know? I love these backs too. But this has like thin cardstock. Usually the Marchetti decks kind of chip all the time. That's kind of known. But I kind of like that about the decks in a way. Like I've seen people that love their decks and they use it and it's like very worn and it looks really cool. But this has the best cardstock I've ever felt in my life. It's very thin. There's like a core to it. I don't know, there's something about like you could feel gravity hit it on your hands. Like it's very thin, it's very light. Like if you have arthritis in your hands, I would recommend getting one of the vintage indie thin cardstock. So I'm really happy that I finally have a Marchetti deck that I love and I can't stop using it. I think it's really beautiful. I mean, it's like really funky artwork, but it's very intuitive. It has everything you need. They do have like a masculine feel to them. But the fact that, I don't know, I just can't stop grabbing it and I love it. This is another favorite card of mine. The Temperance card is one of my favorite cards of all time. I love that it has the 4 extra Palace cards. Those are really beautiful in this deck. But I can't get over this cardstock. It's like a matte, very thin, like a thin core. Look how beautiful. Isn't that so pretty? These backs. Oh, I love it. I'm so happy. So I've been carrying this around everywhere I go now. And I'm finally happy that I get to have one of his decks, and I love it. Sorry, I'm going pretty quick. I like this card too. And I was like working with it at nighttime and just like all the colors are so vivid and beautiful. The Palace card, but it shuffles the best. Like overhand shuffling chips the decks more so I try not to overhand shuffle it, but that's kind of how I shuffle. But doing it like this is amazing. It's so satisfying. And then just these beautiful backs, like I love these backs and it just fans out beautifully. I didn't really care for the companion book, but I am excited about my Marchetti journey. I've always wanted one of his decks, and I'm happy that I love it. So there's that one. Yay me. And then this one. So this was one of my first out of print decks that I purchased, or one of the vintage copies I've ever purchased, is the Luigi Scapini. I finally pulled this deck out to read with. Like, I don't know why, but I could never get myself to get rid of this deck. and but I could never get myself to read with it. But so I ended up pulling it out for clients because it does read really well. It was this stack that I purchased. It's the first edition. I got the Aquarian Tarot and then I got my first Greenie at the same time. And I think I paid like maybe 120 bucks total for them. But it's so beautiful. And I feel like it has like a very masculine feel to it. It has like a metallic feel to it as well. Like, look how beautiful that is. Um, and I've always felt like people that use this deck and like it's their like workhorse deck, I've always felt like they looked really cool with this deck. I don't know why, but I've always did. And when I was first looking for like a deck that I thought I would love, I thought this would be the deck that I would fall in love with, but it really wasn't. There's nothing I don't like about it, but there's something that I don't know, I think maybe it just has like a more of a it doesn't take itself too seriously. But I do like I thought I loved the Visconti di Monroe, which that was my first soul deck. But anyways, I brought it out and I've been enjoying working with it. And it's nice to work with because it's like a fast deck. Because when I read with clients, I read by the minute, and so I need a deck that's quick. So usually, like all the decks that I could work with it like this, you know, that are super quick. I get flyers. That's the kind of decks I'm looking for clients. But for like the thick, chunky decks that I love to feel, those are for me. This one too, like I think this one's kind of for me right now. I love it. I'm just really enjoying working with that one. Another deck that I got that was on my wish list is the Gothic Tarot. And then I got a Peggy bag that is amazing. So I got the wrap that came in the Gothic Tarot, or came with the Gothic Tarot. And now I could see why everybody loves these bags. I've always thought they were beautiful, but I never knew if I would purchase one just because like I have a budget and I just can never really afford one yet, but they're beautiful. If you're ever interested in Peggy bags, like they are so beautifully done. So this came in there, but it was a little bit too small for it, and then I found the perfect deck to go in there, and I put the Vampire Tarot by Robert M. Place. This is my favorite gothy vampire deck. And this one doesn't have a home, like it has a big box, but doesn't have a tuck box. And I didn't want to ever put this in a bag because I didn't want like, you know, to scrunch like those jaws, you know, like bags that are like this and it kind of crunches up. I didn't want a bag like that with this. So this fits perfectly. So I'm happy that this has a beautiful home that it deserves. And I'm obsessed with that. And it's like all gothy and gorgeous. This is a very beautiful bag. But anyway, so this is a wish list. This was on my wish list. Goodness, I cannot talk. And to be honest, I don't think I like it. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna wait until like around Halloween time to work with it. And I'm not gonna get rid of it until then. But I like it. Like, it's kitschy. But it's, I don't know, I think it's kind of falls flat. Like, this card is gorgeous. Like, I love that. This card is gorgeous. This is my favorite card in the whole deck. Like, I love it. But, like, some of them that are, like, more blue kind of are, I don't know, they feel kind of bland to me, or there's something missing about it. But I still think it's very beautiful. But I will find out more later on. Because I know, like, around Halloween time, this is what I'm craving. And, like, I'm already starting to feel, like, the Halloween vibes, which I'm really excited about. And I can't wait for, like, Halloween stuff to come out. That's beautiful, too. But we will see. Because I know I wanted this deck. But now that I have it in my hands, I'm not too sure if I love it. I do love the size. Like, that one's cool, too. Like, these cards are kind of meh. Like this one, I thought I would like it because it has like a graveyard effect. It's very, like, blue. This deck is probably going to go out of print because this is from 2002. Right there. Okay, and then what else do I have? Another deck that I've been working with a lot is the Tantric Dakini. Also, this beautiful bag was made by Maria Wessel. This is one of my favorite bags as well, and then it comes in the perfect bag for my Tantric Dakini. So I love this deck, and I've actually am doing another study on this deck with the book, and I am starting to understand it even more and more and more, but I just write all over it because that's how much I love this companion book. But again, another aha moment, like things are making more sense. It's mind-blowing. One of the best oracles that I love working with. And also like doing collage work myself. This is a very fun, inspirational deck, and it's very cool. So yeah, I love it. It's great. Okay, I got all those taken care of. And then Earth and Bone. I love Earth and Bone so much. This was my last card, was the Nest, which always resonates with how I'm feeling. I don't know about you guys, but I've been just kind of like I have like some really good days where I just feel very happy, excited, full of energy, but there's some days I just don't. I feel like overstimulated and worn down and tired. But this is my favorite deck for me. Like, I love this deck. It's one of my most used decks, and it always makes sense. It's beginner friendly, especially because, like, I don't know, the companion book is so inviting. The best backs. I think it's gorgeous, and I'm really happy that I have this. So I just pull it for myself whenever I feel like shit and I don't really understand what is the dealio. I would love to get the Haunted Manor deck eventually, hopefully. The other deck is going to be in mass market someday, which is kind of cool. That it was like I forgot what it's called. Anyways, yeah, I love that deck. I pulled this deck out and I am excited. This deck is so beautiful, and it always seems to surprise me with its many layers. I feel like the camera will never pick up its beauty, ever. I always try taking pictures of it, and it just never captures what I see in person. Also, it has like these very unique color, like the color combo is stunning. This is another favorite deck for the altar, but I can't get over how gorgeous this deck is. It's so different. Carol Herzer actually sent me a message saying like sometimes it could take years for you to fully like comprehend what you're seeing, and that's exactly like very true with this deck. And the more I work with it, the more I fall in love with it. But this deck is absolutely stunning to me. It's very unique, very one of a kind. It's very happy and cheerful. I've been getting the Star and the Devil. I've been taking a lot of photos of this deck, just trying to like get just like a little bit of like what I see into the camera. But it never really quite does the damage or does the work that I want it to do. But I love it. This is so pretty. Yeah, I cannot talk at all. But I'm happy to be here. Another deck that I've been working with a lot is this one. This is my Samuel Weiser. This usually is my altar deck, but I've been just pulling it out a lot and using it. I don't know, it's like I've been wanting decks that just are very glidey. But I love this deck so much. It's so pretty. I am studying Thoth, and I am reading a few Thoth books, which I will show you here in a minute. And yeah, I love this deck. Love this Sun card. I just love the way this deck smells too. It's very fun. And then the other Thoth deck that I am working with as well is this one. This is my favorite one right now. I love that. The colors are so vibrant in this copy. I love it, I love it, I love it. And another deck, I got two more. Let's do, wait. So I actually found a deck that belongs in this bag from Coco. So I chose to put my Enchanted Tarot in there, which I've been working with a lot, and it's perfect. I don't know, it's like the spring. This deck I kind of put away for the winter time, but now I brought it out and I'm just like so in love with it again. And this is my copy that I modded. I put Mod Podge on top, and then I trimmed it so that it was level, because this copy could usually have like rough edges where they're not perfectly symmetrical, and you know, it's kind of hard to riffle shuffle it, but now it's easy to shuffle. But I love this deck, and it's fun because I'm collaging as well. One thing I did notice about this deck recently is that like the hearts, like the cups have like hearts. The swords kind of have like this spade kind of like shape. The the pentacles have like a diamond for diamonds and discs. And then the wands kind of have like this club looking shape. It's not exactly, but you can kind of see it. And I noticed that they all have that shape, which is really cool. And it's like seeing all these hidden symbolism that I never really noticed before. But I love this copy. This is the first edition. This is the copy that is more softer. I wish I could have another backup of this copy. So this copy has more like a yellowy white, and it's more softer colors. And also like the cardstock is very, like, it's hard to shuffle. There's like two different copies. There's one that has like more of a brighter white border, and then this one has like the off-white. But this one I got pre-owned, and I love the way it looks, but I would love to have a brand new backup of this exact copy of it. But it is stunning. And I'm excited to find a bag that fits perfectly. I don't know why I never thought of this. I love that. It's so pretty. Her work is amazing. I love that card too. This Hermit's one of my favorite as well. Now it has like that handcrafted feel after putting like that Mod Podge on it. And then you could see like the paint strokes. It's really beautiful. And then I put soap on it so it can glide nice. And it took me hours to do that, but I really love the way it looks now. But I'm gonna do that right there. And then here's one more deck. I don't want to hear any politics stuff, guys, but I have the Biblical Tarot. So this was another gift from my friend, and I actually was interested in this deck. This is an AI deck. Um, I liked the idea of it. So AI is not my favorite artwork at all. Like, I usually do not really like it, but there was something about this deck that I loved about it, especially because like I thought it had I don't know, I just feel like it's for me personally, like I would love to learn about all religion. I'm always very open-minded to all religion, and I liked how this had the verses in it. The artwork is very overly saturated, but I do like it, and I don't feel like it has like a very soulless feel to it. But I do love the idea of this deck. Like there are some cards that look very AI-ish, but for the most part, like it has like this very nice card stock. This is really cool. I don't know, like it kind of reminds me of I don't know, I like this idea. Like I would love to see more like Bible verse type decks, maybe not AI, but this is my first AI deck, and Martin, do not unfollow me because I'm showing an AI deck. But anyways, yeah, I do love this deck. I actually wanted to do it I wanted to see how this would work with my kids too. Just so they could learn more about the Bible. I think everybody should have that in their back pocket at least. Everybody should believe in something. And I don't know, I just like the idea of it. I think that's great. And I don't have anything negative to say about this deck, honestly. I just know that people have really intense feelings about AI and it makes me uncomfortable. That's all I gotta say. This is great too. Like this one looks very AI. This one's beautiful. I mean, it's like a little overly saturated. I mean, I guess you could have just like picked out like what is it called? Public domain Bible art and put it on things, but I don't know, there's something I like about it. But this was a gift, and I'm very happy to own it, and it comes with a nice book with different verses, and we'll see. I'll let you guys know. But the creator of this deck is very nice. I follow her on Instagram, and she's very nice to me, so I respect her. And okay, so then now the Maria Tarot poster, I use this all the time, every single day. Definitely, if you have the Maria Tarot, or I don't remember if I'm saying it right, but use this. Keep it out. I keep this out all the time. I've learned so much just having this out, especially when I'm reading Thoth or books. I love to reference it. I use it for clients for predicting time, and it works very well. I reread this one, and I noticed that this is like one of my favorite Thoth books that I've ever read, and there's actually some spelling errors in this, which is kind of crazy. I mean, if that's going to bug you, I wouldn't really recommend this, but you will learn so much if you keep an open mind. There was like only two. There was like only, they were talking about the Nine of Wands and they accidentally wrote the Nine of Swords. And I think they did something with like a Gemini card, I don't remember. But this was one of my favorite books I've ever read on Thoth. And it took me a while to kind of comprehend everything. And I'm still rereading Thoth. Like, I guess my goal is to like keep reading it, keep learning it. I would love to memorize the Hebrew letters. I would love to memorize like pretty much everything. And I would love to fully comprehend it and fully master it, you know? I don't think I could ever do that, and I would love to like teach it to others where it's my words, so I don't have to be like all fancy, but I can kind of tone it down a little bit and share it. Like, I would love to do that. But there's some awesome content that people are making on Thoth. This was a gift from Rachel. yeah, she sent me this because she knew that I was saving money for Salem. This is an excellent book. It's by Joe, I don't know how to pronounce it. Montelion? Oh gosh, that's not it. But anyways, this just recently came out and this is an awesome book. I highly recommend it. He's been teaching Thoth for a while and I've learned a lot. Like I love that he kind of like um, teaches you in metaphors, if that makes sense. But I really love like the Tetragrammaton. He talks about that. He has a beautiful way of explaining like even the pillars, astrology. Like he goes through all this, um, and it's I would recommend it too. It's really really good, and it's kind of funny because you could like read it and you could like hear his voice as you read it, which is kind of cool. Um, but basically, it's just kind of like I don't know. It's so like Thoth and like the whole entire. It's like manifesting, right? It's like you are a creator and you have this idea which is God or the universe or it's like consciousness, right? Or it's like that idea that you get and that's like number one. That's the pure ecstasy, that idea, right? And then like you're trying to bring that channel down into you to create and bring it out into physical form. So you could think of making a baby, right? You have an idea, or if you don't, like if you have an accident, it's kind of like you could either be conscious of it or not. Like you could be manifesting, but being not conscious of it. But the idea is to be conscious of it, like to be awareness, right? Um, so that's kind of like what the Tetragrammaton is. It's just kind of like how you are the magician, you have these tools. How are you going to pull that idea out and bring it into the world? That's pretty much what it is. Um, the Book of Thoth, I'm rereading this baby and I love it. I love it. It's my favorite. And yep, this is the one that I will not write all over. I do love that Joe talks about in his book to like write all over your books and to highlight, write, just to, you know, do what you got to do to keep practicing and learning, which I loved that idea because that's what I do to my books. And I was kind of self-conscious about that, but now I'm not because he was like, do it. It's great. I'm like, okay, cool. Um, I think that's it. Okay, I love you guys. I love you, Martin. I love you guys. Okay, I think that's it. Bye.